It's FCS week and the final week of non-conference play for Ohio football. The Bobcats welcome in the Fordham Rams to Peden Stadium on Saturday. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Ohio Bobcats. Our game preview presented by the Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Ohio is 1-2. Fordham is 3-0. They're 18th ranked in the FCS coaches poll, receiving votes in the media poll. Ohio was outscored 89-20 over the last 2 weeks against Power 5 competition and losing to Penn State, and then last week 43-10 at Iowa State. Head coach Tim Albin had a great quote in his press conference and then at the radio show on Monday night saying they need to fix things that Iowa State had nothing to do with, and that's all due respect to the Cyclones. They are a good ball club, played hard, deserved to win the game, but Ohio feels that there are things that they can control offensively, defensively, and with special teams that will give them a better chance to win ball games, and this is a week to be able to do that in advance of Mid-American Conference play that starts at Kent State next week. You can't overlook the FCS. Ohio's had a really good record against 1AA and FCS competition over the last 2 decades, but did lose to Duquesne last year, and all due respect to the Dukes, this Rams ball club is better than that Duquesne ball club was. There have been way more FCS over FBS upsets over the last 10 years than we've ever seen before. There have been 7 of those. One this past weekend. My alma mater, Southern Illinois, went to Northwestern and won in Evanston. There have been 2 against MAC schools this year. Holy Cross, the preseason #1 in the Patriot League. Fordham picked 2 in that league. They had a Hail Mary, appropriately, on the final play of the game to beat Buffalo. And on that same day, Eastern Kentucky went to Bowling Green and won in like 100 overtime. So Ohio's going to have to make sure that doesn't happen against them this week. This is a high-powered Rams ball club, 3-0 for the first time since 2013. That was a playoff year for them. They're #1 when it comes to yards per contest, over 600 yards per game. They're #2 in scoring in the FCS, averaging 49 points per contest. Tim DeMorat's their quarterback, 5th-year senior out of Florida, #1 when it comes to yards, 1,300 passing yards this year. He's also #1 when it comes to passing touchdowns. He's got 16. Back-to-back Offensive Player of the Year in the Patriot League. Preseason pick to do it again this year. A couple of good wide receivers. Garrett Cody's #4 in the country in touchdown catches with 4. And Fotis Kokosoulis, a Northern Illinois transfer, he's #3 when it comes to yards receiving this year. Defensively, Ryan Greenhagen, 5th-year graduate linebacker, 31 tackles at Nebraska last year, and that set the NCAA record. He had 17 against FAU, so that is 48 tackles against FBS competition last season. He has 23 stops this year. James Conway, another good linebacker, has 23 stops this year. He is the Patriot League Deep Player of the Week. They are really good offensively. They give up points defensively, near 100 or below in those categories. They give up 41 points per game. They give up 513 yards per contest, so Ohio will have some chances against the Rams this weekend. Should be a good contest to get things set for MAC play that starts next week. It's Parents Weekend, Military Appreciation Day as well. If you can't make it, it's on ESPN+. Our radio network coverage starts at 1 with the kick at 2. Rob Cornelius and I will infotain for you on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Bobcats and Rams. That's our game preview presented by the Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau. For Jordan Bose, I'm Russ Eisenstein. This is Bobcat TV.